talk about arrested landings, don't I? Yeah. And guess what? I'm going to have to mention in a little bit. So I recognize you. So, this is Larry talking right now again. And Larry has 195 landings on this beauty, and then 280 more are in Vietnam in the camp, the Coral Sea, the sister ship. So we always land over the stern, into the wind. The captain will go fast enough to give us at least 30 knots. Hopefully, there's enough natural wind where we can steer a little bit and get the wind going right down the center line. This is the center line of the landing area right here. On either side of me, these broad white stripes are the edge of the landing area, 80 feet wide. If you like to land at 8 feet sky warrior back there with a 72-foot wing spread and you got a 80-foot wide runway, those guys, these two big ones right here will cause the stuff that goes up the line beside the two little islands. But we're going to land into the wind. We're going to try to catch one of our 3, 7, 60 twisted wire rope cable. I put on this one. We let people work years ago at that place, but the deck got put all over. Straight across the deck, number 3, right here. This pilot has cut the second cable and partially pulled it out, so the B is already started. You follow this flash. You will see that end ends up here among the bombs and the bomb racks and I don't know, ladders and all that kind of stuff. But it would have been straight across the deck between that pulley and that one over there. Where's number 1? 80 feet back from number 3, the length of a tennis court. What's the target? It's not number 1, it's number 2. We have 3. We have 4, target is number 3. When I was aboard here, we had 4. But now she only has 3. Some of the nuclear power carriers have 3, some have 4. It doesn't make any difference, you only need 1. Well, Larry, the target is number 2. Why do you even have number 1 then, if it's not the target? Well, what happens if 2 and 3 break? You got number 1. That's why. But you only need 1. And, we do want to have some clearance when we come aboard between our hook and the deck, because as I explained to you earlier, the deck moves sometimes. It's significant, sometimes 40 feet up. Sometimes 40 feet down. You can't land when it's 40 feet up or down, either way. Hopefully when you come back around next time, it'll be somewhat near equilibrium. But you know, we have these guys called landing signal officers back there on a platform. And you know who landing signal officers are? They're Navy pilots. Their secondary job, besides flying missions like I did in Vietnam, I was a maintenance officer on 12 of these airplanes. That was my main job. My secondary job, fly missions in Vietnam. So Navy pilots always have another 2, 3, 4, 5. One time I had 8 jobs besides flying. So they use you up. It can take a significant amount of time to do your job once you land from your mission to get your job done, believe me. Especially when the CO told me, Larry, every morning I want all 12 of those babies ready to go. Well, what happens if you can't get the parts? Midnight auto parts. No, midnight airplane parts. So here's where we want to have the 12 feet of clearance right there. This is the center line. The captain will go fast enough to put the wind right down the angle deck, at least 30 knots minimum. If there is no wind, he'll go fast enough to give you 30 knots, but it's going to be straight deck. I can see the welded seam right here would be the straight deck seam. So this angle deck is 13 degrees from straight ahead. And I'm going to explain in a minute why we use angle decks instead of straight decks. And
Lami, di na ko ring kuan ring
here's the signal officer
kuan
platform
aircraft
back
carrier
there.
ba?
Every
Daghan ko
landing you make in the Navy for practice
sayang
or for real is graded.
Ha?
And
Sayang
where
gud
do we
mo kuyog
start all
mo
this
sila
business
court
is
og
back
si
in the
Kena re
training
malingaw
command
jud kay
and
puro
the trainer
eroplano ning
similar to
gitanaw
that
re.
P2 Buckeye.
Oh sige sige. Oh, i-consume ning hong kuan hapit na mahurot. Hapit na mahurot oh, sige bye bye.
That signifies danger, student aboard. And it has 2 seats. In advanced training, you'll not have an instructor in the back because they're not that brave and they're not that dumb. You'll be flying that airplane all by your lonesome in a 600 feet above the ground pattern, racetrack in the landing configuration. And that airplane probably lands at about 120 miles an hour, where my Phantom was coming in at 135 knots, which is about, 167 miles per hour. And your airspeed will vary every time you land. More fuel aboard, you have to fly down. With much fuel aboard, you fly slow and you don't stop. So we have a device in the aircraft that figures out this airspeed, and we don't fly airspeed, we fly the